Paragraph styles in Photoshop allow you to work smarter, not harder. And I'm saddened every time I see someone who doesn't know they added character and paragraph styles to Photoshop in the last few versions. If I zoom in to this text that's already been formatted, I want to apply, and I'll go to view 100%, I want to apply this body style and this heading 1 style to several other spots in the document. If I scroll over and down, I want to use it here, down a little further, and over back to the right, here, and in many spots throughout. So I will scroll back up, and I will go to my Type tool, and I'll aim for the middle of the text. A lot of people might have done this line as one layer that says huge backpack sale, and then this portion as a separate layer. I find it is much easier to edit and much less complex when it comes to dealing with the large amount of layers you need for mockups if you do them all in one text area. And then if you use your paragraph panel, I put in a space after to push all of the body style away from my heading style. But these aren't styles yet. Let's make them. Under the Window menu is Paragraph Styles. The basic paragraph is Myriad Pro, and I'm not using that typeface in this area. So I'm going to start by hitting Create New Paragraph Style, making sure my flashing cursor is somewhere on this first line. So when I click Create New Paragraph Style, it automatically names it Paragraph Style 1. For your next one, it'll be Paragraph Style 2, and so on. But I'll double-click to give it my own custom name, and I'll see that it did pick up my font settings, the letter Gothic Standard, bold, 17 point, even the color that was picked. And I'll name this Heading 1. I could go on and change other settings, but I'm just going to click OK. And if I click on this whole line, I'm going to make sure it's a pure style. If there's any overrides or adjustments made to the text, it may not be following the rules for heading 1. So I will click Clear Overrides. Nothing changed. I know it's a pure style. Now I'll click once in this text so I pick up the Minion Pro regular 14 point with left alignment. Actually, this is supposed to be centered, so I'll click Center Alignment. Then I'll hit in Paragraph Styles, Create New Paragraph Style. I get a new one since it doesn't have another Paragraph Style 1. It didn't add the 2. I always name my styles just like my layers. And I'll double click on this and name it Body. And you can see it picked up the Minion Pro regular 14 point, the proper color, and I'll click OK. And I'm going to highlight all of this text and make sure that that is a pure body style. If I were to double click on body in other formatting controls, I could see that I could do a horizontal and vertical scale. In indents and spacing, I could change my alignment, do indents, or space before and after. I don't need any for this. And there's far more. You could turn hyphenation on or off. You could control justified type. And for paragraph formatting, the Adobe Single Line Composer will work here, but if it was a lot of text, I might choose the Adobe Every Line Composer. In this case, there isn't a lot of text, it's only a few lines, so I will leave it and click OK. For large bodies of text, the Adobe Every Line Composer will look and see how the line endings are affected above and below so that it flows smoothly. But now let's see how this will play in our layout. I'll scroll over and down with my wheel, and I'll click in this text area. I'll triple click on the first line and apply heading 1. Now it's not obeying heading 1 because I've already made some changes here, so I will clear the overrides and it goes exactly to my heading 1. The plus sign means it's not obeying the rules, so this will clear it out. I'll highlight this text below. So let's go for all of it. 2 clicks is a word, 3 clicks is a line, 4 clicks is a paragraph. So I'll choose body. It's not obeying yet because I've hand formatted or made changes up here. Clear the overrides. Now it's exactly the style I want. And I'll go through the entire document and apply that to other areas. I can use the check mark to accept the last changes. I'm still on my type tool. Triple click to select this text. Apply heading 1. Make it pure. I'll highlight this text because there are manual breaks in this one. Apply body and make it pure. I did lose my bold camping survival guide, so I could come in here and build a character style. New character style. I could do it here or here and double click it and call it body bold. And the font, actually, I don't even need the word body. It could just bold anything if I don't specify font family or size or any other attribute. If I only apply a font family, Minion Pro, for this body text, and bold, it will work on any size Minion Pro bold. So I'll add that to the name so I know that the font is specified in the style. Good. And I'll click OK. So if I wanted to, I could double click on the word prepared and hit Minion Pro Bold or None to clear that out. So bolds and italics are very handy for building character styles and making global edits. I'll finish this last one off by clicking on my line layer and going to my Move tool and just nudging that up with my up arrow key so that this line is in between Download the Pluralist app and our text that occurs after it. I'll scroll down to the very bottom, go to my Type tool, and finish applying my styles that are paragraph styles. Heading 1, ooh, it didn't need overrides, beautiful. Highlight this, body, worked perfectly. Come over here, check off the last changes, triple click to select the line, heading 1, highlight, apply body. Now here is your global power. If I fit in window and maybe zoom in with Command plus or Control plus once or twice and check off these changes, there we go. Now I can see several of the paragraphs. If my boss says, Kelly, I don't want to use a serif font anymore, could you go through and globally change that to a sans serif font for body? I can double-click body, go to Myriad Pro, give it a few seconds, click OK, and now if I zoom in on any piece of text using body, you could see that that did pick up my Myriad Pro everywhere except this one spot that is picking up our Minion Pro. I'm going to set this back to our Minion Pro by double-clicking on body, choosing Minion Pro. When I hit OK, all of the styles are globally updated. So that is the enormous power of building documents like this with character and paragraph styles.